As law enforcement is cracking down on sex offenders this Halloween.
That's right. And corrections officers, will be driving around tomorrow night, making sure that criminals are following the ground rules. News Channel 9's Natalie Janoreski is here now to explain. Natalie.
Kim, Latricia, good evening. The Tennessee Department of Corrections says that registered sex offenders aren't allowed to have any fall decorations or wear costumes, and they have to stay inside between 5 p.m. and 5 a.m. on Halloween night. While officers will be doing their own patrolling, we did some investigating of our own. All right, just stopped by Alfred Wilkie's, and he is in compliance on Tricia Drive. We checked up on nearly a dozen sex offenders today, and officers are sure to be a little bit busier, with more than 500 sex offenders in Hamilton County alone. We found the occasional front porch pumpkin like here at the address listed for Edward Vales. We knocked on the door, but it turns out he doesn't live here.
My nephew needed a place needed some place he could call home. He's incarcerated. He is in men's prison. He'll be there for about like 8 years. He has been accused of sexually molesting.
Vale's aunt says the 20-year-old pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit aggravated rape 2 years ago. She says she wasn't aware of the no decorating policy, but says being festive isn't a big deal to her anyway.
It's been years since we've had trick-or-treaters here, so.
Okay.
And I've lived here for 6 years.
Meanwhile, it was 10 years ago that 74-year-old Carl Fairchild was accused of trying to rape a child. His home has plenty of decorations, but none that are considered seasonal. Like kind of a checkup on like registered sex offenders. And
I have no comment.
No comment.
No comment.
With more than 20 registered sex offenders within a 2-mile radius of News Channel 9's newsroom, parents may want to check out where their kids are trick-or-treating tomorrow. Family Watchdog is a useful website. Just choose your state and type in your zip code to find any sex offenders near your home. And for a list of some other websites for looking up sex offenders, head over to newschannel9.com. If offenders aren't in compliance with the laws, they could face additional charges for violating probation or parole. Kim, back to you.
Natalie, thanks so much. Now, if you want to track sex offenders in your neighborhood, there's an app for that. In fact, there are several. One is Life 360. It shows the profiles of registered sex offenders around the neighborhoods. In some Georgia counties like DeKalb, registered sex offenders have to check in on Halloween and keep their lights off.
You don't never know who's living where or what. Even the people that ain't registered you don't know about, so it's always best just to keep, walk up to the door with them.
We should tell you also another good idea to keep your kids safe is to go out in groups. You know what they say, there's strength in numbers. Also, it's a good idea to only trick and treat at the homes you know.